If there is one thing Chinese dramas know how to explore well, it's the weight of toxic families. Controlling parents, jealous siblings, suffocating obligations through demands, betrayals, or manipulations. All of this shapes complex characters and makes us feel anger and empathy at the same time. Today, we're going to dive into some dramas that portrayed families full of pain and conflict. Families with secrets and emotional destruction. Reborn. A thriller where the family is not only toxic, but also surrounded by mysteries and betrayals. Each relative hides secrets that end up putting everyone in danger. Here, the idea of family loyalty is destroyed, showing how those who should protect are often the ones who hurt the most. Our generation. This drama touches on something very real: generational pressure. Authoritarian and inflexible parents who project onto their children their own unfulfilled dreams. The weight of success and the lack of freedom cause the characters to grow up amid silent but devastating traumas. Excessive demands and the absence of affection turn the children's lives into an eternal search for approval. It's practically a study of how family traumas repeat themselves. Si Jin. Here, toxicity comes from traditionalism. The protagonist faces immense pressure to follow the path imposed by the family, even if it costs his happiness. This clash between duty and heart is one of the greatest dilemmas portrayed in the drama. A depiction of the struggle between tradition and individuality. The protagonist's family demands blind obedience, imposing choices that crush his feelings. The main conflict is precisely this: follow his own heart or give in to family expectations. Best choice ever. In Best Choice Ever, family toxicity doesn't come from arranged marriages or old political games, but from modern pressure. Parents who control every decision in their children's lives, who choose the safe path instead of respecting individual dreams. It's that type of family that, instead of supporting, suffocates, and turns the pursuit of happiness into who can offer more, into unrealistic expectations. This drama shows how toxicity can also be disguised as concern, fireworks of my heart. A classic example of parents who directly interfere in their children's love lives. The protagonist's relationship is beautiful at first, but suffocated by the lack of support and the weight of the female lead's family, creating separation and pain. Years later, they meet again, but with open wounds caused precisely by family toxicity. The love between the protagonists is evident all the time. Will they be able to put these barriers aside and pick up their relationship where it left off? The Glory. Based on a story of revenge, the drama shows how families can fail to protect their children. Instead of support, the protagonist finds silence and indifference. The result is a woman scarred by violence, who turns pain into fuel to seek justice and reclaim everything that should always have been hers. Not only material possessions, but also the love of her own mother. Legend of the female general. Toxic families can also exist in the military field. To protect the noble title of her family, He Yan, the eldest daughter of the He family, is forced to wear a mask and impersonate the family's eldest son, He Ru Fei. Years later, He Yan returns home as a celebrated heroine, only to be betrayed by her family when her brother He Ru Fei reappears, claiming his identity and receiving all the credit the protagonist had earned. Living under the distrust and manipulation of relatives who never believed in her worth, she decides to start over and seek her own path. It is ranked among the best dramas of the year. Love Like the Galaxy. This may be the most emblematic case. Zhao Lusi plays a heroine who grows up in a home dominated by absence of affection and manipulations. Her parents leave her in the care of the family elders at birth and go off to war, believing she will be raised with love and care. The father is apathetic. The mother suffocates her by demanding an education and upbringing the daughter never had, and she must fight to find her own voice. It's a painful but very real portrait of families that hurt more than they protect.
The Double. In The Double, all the misfortunes don't come from just one toxic family, but from two. Xue Li's family will stop at nothing, trying to destroy her father, her brother, and even herself. Meanwhile, Jiang Li's family casts her out, unjustly accusing her of harming her own brother. Two homes that, instead of protecting, only wound and suffocate. The only hope to change this cruel fate appears when the two young women finally meet. Go Ahead. Go Ahead is known as a comfort drama, full of sweet moments, friendship, and human warmth. But the beginning of the story is not easy at all. Right away, we see two mothers who decide to abandon their children, leaving behind traumas that deeply mark their lives. One of these mothers in particular is extremely toxic, critical, cold, and incapable of offering the affection every child needs. This point is essential for us to understand the strength of the drama, because it shows that despite the pain left by complicated families, it is possible to find support and build true bonds. It's in this contrast between abandonment and care that Go Ahead wins over so many people. It proves that family is not just a blood tie, but love, care, and choice.
Did you know that a big part of the people who watch our videos still aren't subscribed to the channel? So if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and come be part of our drama-loving community.
In the end, these dramas remind us that the greatest pains don't always come from distant enemies, but from within our own homes. Family, which should be synonymous with love, support, and protection, often turns into a silent battlefield, full of demands, manipulations, and wounds that leave lasting scars. And maybe that's precisely why these stories touch us so deeply. Because they show that, even in the face of the absence of affection and the cruelty of those who should care, it is still possible to find the strength to move forward, create your own destiny, and break the cycle of pain. They are dramas that speak of deep wounds, but also of resilience, courage, and hope. And I want to know, which of these dramas moved you the most? Or which other one would you add to this list of toxic families that left a mark on the hearts of fans? A sincere thank you to our channel members. Your support truly makes all of this possible. If you enjoyed the video, please comment below, subscribe, like, and share with other drama fans. See you in the next video.